Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Women's Tour episode number 3. We're making our way through our first season in Continental with a nothing team, and we are working hard. We're working fast. And so far, we've actually done pretty dang well. But this is the first time that I enter a race, enter a sponsor objective with something quite beyond our means. We're at Redlands. It's a 4-stage race, and the objective, one of 2 this season, that is to win a stage with a team largely incapable of achieving that objective. We're going to struggle to meet some objectives this year because any top 10 is like a woohoo kind of moment for this team. That's top 10. I have achieved 3rd place once so far in this playthrough, and that very well could be the only time that I do that. The circumstances were just right. The circuit was easy to know and understand what was coming up. This stage is probably going to be my best chance of getting anything, and it's going to largely come down to just getting my riders to the front and getting a good lead out, and maybe I can crack, like, say, the top 5. So it's a quick stage. Let's just go ahead and go live through this one, and you see kind of how we pull this off. This is such a short stage that a breakaway has no chance today because the field is going to chase and work hard from the get-go. The good news for me is I've got my entire team already to the front. Let's figure out who is... Let's see, Brookshire has a little bit of sprint capability. Hardin does, but really bad condition today. Youngworth looks pretty strong today compared to some of my other riders, so let's go ahead with you. Klaus is looking pretty weak today, but could provide a decent lead out just like Hardin could. And Brookshire really doesn't have stamina or resistance to do anything either. Montreal, yeah, most of these riders could provide some support, but there's really not any riders that are any good, so we're going to have to rely on really Youngworth is going to be my best bet, and it's such a short stage that we're going to have to step up as there's going to be a chase throughout. So we have 3 riders, and you can see just 15 seconds ahead they're already being chased down, and we're already down to 30k, just like that. Now, the good news, actually no, this is really bad news for us. The bad news is it's a wide sprint area, meaning riders are going to have an easy time overcoming us. There's 5k, right-hand turn, a little bit of a hill there before you go into it, and then a left-hand turn. Oh, wow, the finish is coming out of that. So good to know. You need to really attack early, and that final position is going to largely be already decided through that left-hand turn. Down to 20k already. No break, just as expected. 16k, 15k, 14k. I'm going to slow things down for a moment here. Montreal, we're going to use your gel pretty early on in this one. Like now. And then Hickey will use yours at about 10k to go. That is now. Klaus will kind of kick in as soon as we begin forming our train, which will be the moment Montreal, there we go, gel kicks in. So Youngworth, obviously the one I'm riding for. Hardin is doing a little bit better, so we'll use Hardin for the lead out. Klaus and Brookshire. Okay, Hickey we were setting up next. Brookshire we're going to go ahead and use their gel now. And we're going to follow out Montreal. Montreal, you're going to go at a 98. Come on, Montreal. There you go. 8K to go. Attack this pretty hard. 7K to go. There you go, 97. Klaus, use your gel. Trill, nearly done. And we go 6K to go. Hickey. Come on, Hickey. Go, go, go. 5K to go. Use the last of the gels. And full 99s from here. 4K is all there is left in this one. So fast here. Brookshire. Brookshire, why are you even behind like this? Come on. 3K to go. 4 riders. Let's sprint. Sprint, 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 sprint. 2.3. Klaus. Klaus has a little more sprint in her. 1.8. Round the corner. There's that left-hander at the finish. Harden. We're in a great position here. We're going to crowd the left a little. And now Youngworth. Go ahead and sprint. We ride with Harden, though. For now, here comes that left-hander. There's Harden. Here is Youngworth already sprinting. 400 meters to go. And we definitely have a top 10. Harden's got the best position here. I don't think we're going to get that 5th place, though, that we want. No, 8th and 9th. It's top 10 at least. Brookshire, 11th. We just have no pace. And remember that we are on hard difficulty, which does, toughen that process up a little bit. Youngworth and Harden both had plenty of yellow bar left, but the red bar was down to that last little bit, so that was about all we could manage to do with it. We gave it everything. I mean, we had full team effort there and pushed, but we just have no sprint in this group, and that's why we're not going to get a win this season, period. I'm hoping for a top 5. This was the only flat stage, though, so I'm not sure we're going to get better than an 8th place. Sponsor Confidence is going to really struggle to do any more than what we've done. But actually, it is a little higher today than it was. Registered riders. Oh, there you go. Okay. We got a slight bonus for Harden being in this race. It's the only rider we have that's giving us anything, though. But it was an important sponsor race. So we actually do get a small boost. But again, we're going to see a bit of a drop, I think. Ooh, equipment test is finished. What do we have? It's the 50. Hey, looky there. Arrow plus half star. And the reliability is awful, but the fueling, big jump to average. That's actually pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and take it. It's a step in the right direction. And it's, I think, about all we can really hope for this season. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and look at the 24 and go for a redesign of the model there as well. Stage 2. Okay, it is a little punchy, but it's more of attrition. Hopefully we can hang in there and do something. For stage 2, the climb we're on right now, this is the penultimate time through it, and we're starting to see a bit of an attack here. So pressure building, and it is time that we mount some sort of challenge to try to retain our position here. 73 riders in the peloton, but that's really not the reality. That was base of the climb, back group kind of regaining contact here temporarily, but this is just about it. Next time through, this is going to be the decisive moment. Whoever gets over the top of this should see their way to the end of the stage still in a strong position. So 15K to go, and the group actually at the moment regaining contact, really. These attacks aren't going to go anywhere, so we see 66 in the peloton, and I'm down to 3 riders. Brookshire, Youngworth, Harden, my top 3 riders in the team. Now it's 39 riders as we've gone over the top, as a lot lose contact with the back and this really is going to get down to it. I expect we're going to probably have less than 10 riders over the top next time through. Youngworth still looking really, really strong for that. +3 race day condition is going to really help. And, oh, come on, Brookshire, hang on. I will use Brookshire and Hardin to try to lead out through. Little uphill right here. And then we'll be setting ourselves up. 38 riders, there we go. Okay, a little downhill, and then we're going to be on to that climb. So let's go Youngworth. Neither one of them, though, looking very strong. Brookshire was actually in the break. Let's switch the order. Hardin's in a better position here. And then use your gel and use your gel. This is about survival over the top to get the best position we can possibly get.
5 kilometers remaining.
Come on, Youngworth, don't get dropped here. There's that group that I was expecting over the top. Youngworth hanging on. It's down to 28. We're nearly to the top here. This is actually much bigger than what I expected. You need to get to the front, though. It's 3K to go. Hang on, hang on. I'm seeing a little separation over the top. 2.5K. 1K to go. Come on, sprint, sprint. She's in a good spot for this. 800 meters, and we're out front. But here comes the actual sprint. They're going to overwhelm us. But that's okay. This is still a good finish. Not that good. 13th. I just don't have a sprint. I don't have any capability. 23 riders remain in the group. She got out front for a moment, but actual sprinters just came along and overwhelmed her. Of course, she had no red bar left at that point anyway. But even then, we're just, we're so down compared to everybody else. This is going to be a really difficult ask to get anything here. That was definitely our best chance at some sort of sprint finish stage win. Could be the best we see all season. This is a really tough stage. 40 kilometers left. We're already down to a peloton of just 24 riders. Youngworth is my last rider in the peloton. We're about to hit lap 4 of 5, and you can see Youngworth has virtually nothing left in the tank as we go up this climb for the 4th time. It's been just devastating, and you can see how small the peloton is getting as very, very small groups hang on and survive. Hardin's out the back. Youngworth, yeah, this is it. This is a very decisive stage that's only going to have a few riders left by the end of it. Youngworth has recovered slightly, been caught by a few other riders. It would be nice if Hardin would catch us so they could at least work together, but that's not the case as we approach the 5th time up this climb. And then the big climb before the end of the stage is going to split it up even further. So we're already 3 minutes down from the front of the field, but we are catching at least a group in front of us. And for a moment there, we were in contact with the rest of the second group. The second group out on the course. There we go, up and over the 5th time. 6 riders in our group here, and we've got that one big climb left to go, and we are nowhere near the front of the field. So this is what it means to be on a team of this caliber early on. And this is the best we could produce. I mean, Hardin is 7.5 minutes back. We are almost 4 minutes back, and we are currently the 4th group on the road. But this is also early Continental racing. I mean, there's just nothing out there. We're going to save our gel for that attack. Hopefully we can hang in here. Last little uphill section, but no energy right now. Yay. Riding solo. Here we go. Gel. Grab yourself some water. Okay. Riding all alone here. This is it. 99, just climb as fast as you can. 64 mountain rating. It's not looking good. Gap's up to 6 minutes. We've been caught by the group behind us. We're not recovering energy as we go over the top, so this is fairly futile exercise. As we drop further and further back, Harden's closed the gap on us significantly. And I'm not even sure if we're in the top 30 at this point. Tara Whitten has won the stage. And we are definitely outside of the top 20. 26th is all we were able to manage on this. Harden came in 35th. Brookshire still has not finished. She comes in 57th. I mean, I'm almost surprised that we even managed to get 26th. I literally have no riders with any sort of capability. Time cuts. Oh, big time cuts. Hickey's out. Klaus is out. As we head into this final stage. This final stage is going to have far fewer riders, it looks like. That could help us. Probably will hurt us. 20 minutes. Where was that? Wow, there's the out of times. Oh, it's just Hickey. That's good at least. But in terms of that stage objective of winning, the best we are going to produce, like I said, was probably that first stage, and that was 8th place. Okay, equipment test, another one. Okay. It's good. The reliability is not as good as what we had before, but the feeling is a bit better, and the lightness is certainly improved, but I'd like to continue R&D and see if we can pull out even more. Stage 4 looks like basically 3 climbs with a little bit of undulation otherwise. And it does finish on the flat, 70 kilometers. I'm down to just the 5 riders, but other teams definitely losing some riders along the way. But Youngworth, who was aided by a strong position overall, no longer has that. So Brookshire, the only one who's got anything positive. What is that for? Objective. Okay, personal objective for this one. Okay, second part of the climb, steeper part here. And we're hanging in there for now. Make sure we don't get dropped. Come on. We're seeing an attack of 12 riders getting away. Harden hangs on to the second group. Well, technically third group, 1 rider is riding solo. We're chasing those 12. Hopefully we can get there. Brookshire has been dropped, so we're down to just Harden. But Harden, said, is hanging in there. 10K to go. 1 little uphill section to go, and we'll recover just enough to get there. I'm not sure if we're going to catch those 12 riders, though, which means we're really fighting for 14th place, unless we can catch those guys. 6K to go. And yeah, it does appear like we're not going to catch them, unfortunately. And it's over a minute. We're not. We're fighting for 14th. 2.5K to go. Let's accelerate towards the front. 1K to go, and we sprint. I'm among 4 fighting for 14th place. And we do it. Elizabeth Harden wins this sprint, but it's for 14th. So we just missed that front group. And we miss out. So 8th was the best we could do, which is going to be a failure by the team. At least it was a top 10, but they're not going to be too happy. This was the biggest objective of the year. It's these 2 races where they're looking for a stage win that are really, really going to hurt our evaluation. Because like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to pull off a win at any point this season. So we'll see how bad the evaluation drops. I mean, we're right at the edge up here, and that drops a whole level. Almost. We're actually still just just inside, so there's that at least. So we just hang on to a success. I think we're right about 65, 66% now when we were at about 84, 85. So we lost nearly 20%, at least probably 18, I would say, as we have failed the objective, and we didn't get a partial success, as 8th place is well below the required stage win. And like I said, that Cascade Cycling Classic, that's the other one to worry about. The Joe Martin stage race, top 10, that's a multiple stage race. It's going to be difficult to get a top 10 in the overall with a time trial on a climb. So both of those actually are looking like pretty tough challenges. So at this point, we're probably going to be banking on hopefully getting an acceptable evaluation for the year, as we're not going to get any wins. These might, top 5 there. That's going to be hard too. Yeah, tough asks. We'll see what we can do. That's going to end our first 3 months. We are onto the Tour of Gila, but this is not a sponsor objective. And again, I don't have any members here that are really going to do this, but preparation. We've got a bunch of riders entering Fitness Peaks. This is their time to shine, but you'll see that they're not going to shine. We're just way too far down capabilities. There's Elizabeth Harden squeezing into 16th place. It's better than nothing, but Mariana Vos is here, and she has easily claimed the victory. There's Chloe Dygert in 3rd. So good on those two, but you're going to see a lot of that big names right at the top and everybody else, because there's a big drop-off in skill level. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe, everybody. Bye for now.